Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Previously... Oh, yes, we have that wonderful little issue when we start the game for the first time where the mouse cursor doesn't quite line up with where it actually is. But previously, we did the little Romeo and Juliet quest on Dantooine. A whole side quest, we did that. Which was a laugh. And, now... Ah, yes, I forgot we have our Christmas lightsabers. Christmas is, I'm afraid, behind us now, so... I'm just gonna go back to my green lightsaber. Which I do love, I must admit. Vom vom. Vom vom. Right. Yes, now what we must do is go to the ruins. The Jedi Council told us to go to the ruins to check them out, and that's what we're going to do. That's the next bit of the main quest anyway, so I just want to go chat to the Council though first about the old quest we just did. See if they've got anything to say. Hello?
Raheja Sandral and Shen Matali have come here seeking shelter against their families. The Council has decided to give it to them. Their love for each other was being denied by overly possessive parents, and we learned that it was only by your intervention that they managed to escape here. While it is regrettable that the fences between the families were not repaired, it is good that these two young lovers can live their lives free of oppression.
Hooray! We done good. Right then, so now we have to... How do we get out of here? Damn it. It's this way, isn't it? Here we go. Ah, welcome back to Dantooine, everybody. It's so nice. It's very relaxing. That's what I need right now, I have to admit. I'm streaming with a bit of a sore throat today, and I'm kind of tired as well. It's just... I'm still feeling the overall Christmas hangover at the moment. I actually forgot I was streaming today until about an hour before I went live. I was going to sit down and do some chilled out editing of another Rome 2 video, and then I just looked at the clock and looked at the calendar, and I was like, oh crap. I have a stream to do in like half an hour. Damn it. Is this Kath out? Yes, it is indeed alive. Do I want to switch my party up before we go in here? I think we're probably alright with Mission and Bastila.
You'll pay!
Although I'd consider maybe swapping Mission out for Carth. Or Canderous. Although I have to admit, Canderous is probably still licking his wounds from that massive burn that Carth gave him. Again, wanted to talk to Mission last stream, by the way. Oh, did it? Oh, okay. Well, let's have a little chit-chat with Mission, shall we?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Terrace. I still can't believe it's gone. I mean, I grew up there, and now it's just gone.
Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I don't really think there's anything you can say. I just have to find some way to deal with it, I guess. It'll take some time. Look, I'm not saying I can't go on or anything like that. It's a shock, you know? I mean, I knew the Sith were evil and all, but the reality of it kind of slaps you in the face. But I suppose that's why we need to stop Malik, right? The more time I spend dwelling on Terrace, the more chance some other planet will get wiped out. I guess that's what it comes down to. So don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And if you need my help against Malik or the Sith, I'll be there for you.
Jolly good mission. It wouldn't really be Star Wars without at least one child soldier, so, you know. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome to stay aboard. Although I have to admit, I'm just thinking ahead right now. I can't remember if there's actually that much combat in here, but mission. Now I'm gonna swap you out for Karth. I'm sorry, mission. I think I might need Karth today. Yeah, worst case scenario, if I actually turns out we need mission, we can just pop back outside and, you know, swap them out.
What can I do?
Well, look, Karth. Oh my god, I forgot how silly your outfit looks. Right. Although we do have this Charlie light armor, although it's. It looks a tiny bit better, although his defense is 1 point lower. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Also, do we want to get him anything from here? You can have this oral amplifier, I guess. It's the least stupid looking.
Sure.
Right. Okay. Karth Milado.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You don't have anything to say, do you? Nope.
You got it.
Alrighty then, Milado. Okay. Karth is weird, isn't he? I've been thinking about Karth. In between this stream and the last one, I've been thinking about Karth, and I've been trying to put my finger on why it is that he's kind of 50% of the time kind of irritating and 50% of the time not irritating. I think I figured out why it is. I think it's because Karth is written as a love interest for the player. For a female player, obviously.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I didn't mean to click on you there, Milado.
You got it.
And I think that's kind of why I find him irritating. He is the male equivalent of, like, Liara from Mass Effect 1. And that's why he gets a bit irritating. And I think it's also specifically why he's irritating when he's talking to the player, and he's way less irritating and more interesting when he's having interactions with the other NPCs. Because when he's talking to the player, he's having his whole tortured backstory guff. Oh, I can't trust anyone anymore. I've been betrayed in the past. All this angsty stuff. But when he's actually talking to the other party members, like, they have interesting conversations, like when he did with Canderous, or amusing ones, like when he talks to Mission, for example.
Yes.
God damn it, Karth! Fucking Knights of the Old Republic and misclicks. Gotta love it. And I think that's why Karth is irritating about half the time. Honestly, I think that's what his deal is. His romance is kind of peak 2000s angst, according to Dr. Fat. Yeah, yeah, kind of is, isn't it? Alright, into the ruins. Women will see Karth and be like, I can fix him. I don't know if they actually would, but I think that's clearly the intent by the writers anyway. Let's put it that way. Let's level you up here, Milado. Should we start leveling up your rapid shot, matey? I think we should, shouldn't we?
Sure.
Ancient droid. Also, these ruins are friggin' huge. They just go on and on and on into the fog from, like, what feels like ages. Bit of a TARDIS effect going on here. Oops, accidentally clicked outside the window. It seems to be much bigger on the inside, this ruin.
Sharky King Watawama Mulira. Yulan Lifba Ak Inkokun. Da Hupa Botinya Go Juju Biti. Just Grunty Do Patslimo.
What language is that? What are you trying to say? Bastard, do you have any idea what this droid is saying?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I can reproduce any of the languages spoken by the slaves of the builders. Hey, I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. But you are not of the slave species. Neither are you of the builders. You are like the one who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
What are you? Why are you here? I am the Overseer. The builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves while this monument to the power of the Starforge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was reprogrammed to serve should a builder return in search of knowledge of the Starforge. Who are these builders you keep talking about? The builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Maybe the builders refers to the Sith? I know nothing of these Sith, but they are not the builders. The builders are the builders. The empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might in the power of the Starforge. Have you seen a builder recently? I have been here ever since the completion of this monument. In all this time, no builder has returned to seek information on the Starforge. How long have you been here? My chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of this system's outermost planet around the sun since the builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Starforge itself. My calculations are infallible. And what is this Starforge, then? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. What is it? What does it do? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It's a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Where can we find the Starforge? Now that the slaves are gone, my purpose is to aid those who seek knowledge of the Starforge, if they are worthy. The ones who came before you, the ones like you, not builders but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed door behind me, but there was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price. It's Nemo!
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Did you kill the Jedi over there? I am not programmed for combat. I did not harm the one who failed. This temple's own protections will destroy those who seek knowledge of the Starforge if they are deemed unworthy. How can I prove myself worthy? Enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open the doors. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to say.
Revan and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malik is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Alrighty then. Hello, Nemo. I'm just gonna steal your robes. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I'm gonna have them. Also, that sigil crystal. Thanks. Found a dead Jedi, and now I'm wearing his robes. Ooh, they're quite good ones too, actually. Yeah, I kind of like them. Which means Bastila finally gets some Jedi robes of her own. Enjoy. You get the hand-me-downs.
Uh-huh. Yes?
Right. I particularly like the dark Jedi robes with this mod. I'm keen to get my hands on a set of them. But anyway. Anything more to say, Mr. Droid? I want to ask you some questions. I'm here to aid those who seek the knowledge of the Builders. What do you wish to know? What do you know about the Builders? The Builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Starforge. More than this, I am not programmed to say. Okay. Alright then. Hello, Guardian Droid. I have a ion grenade here somewhere with your name on it, I think. There we go. Oh, you've got quite a bit of health, haven't you? Calf, why are you...
There, take that.
Attacking it from point blank range, you loony. I need to remember to use my buff abilities and whatnot.
There, take that.
I'm starting to think maybe I should switch to a melee weapon against this thing. Come off. I'm going to use this Vibro Double Blade, me old matey. And I shall switch to using Mission's Vibroblade.
Yes.
Ha! How'd you like that?
Oh, that's much better. Ouch. That looked painful, but we're okay.
I'm here.
Uh-huh.
You can switch back to Bandax Blaster and Carl's Blaster. There we go.
What?
For the moment. Okay, I can move again. Lovely. I believe blasters don't do damage to these. It certainly felt like it. They do, it's just very little according to Django. It's got ridiculous energy damage resistance. Oh, interesting. I see. The ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. Its screen flickers to life and a stream of incomprehensible characters scroll across it. Kick the computer. You kick the computer, your foot hurts. Talk to the computer. Press many buttons at random. A new sequence of equally incomprehensible characters appears on the screen. Press A button. Talk to the computer. The computer goes silent. Its screen blank. A few extremely unusual characters then appear on the screen. The computer emits a rapid sequence of tones. You hear one of these tones softly echoed by your datapad. A small data receptacle opens in the front of the ancient machine. Insert your datapad into the receptacle. Sorry, I have the mind of a gutter rat. The computer seems to be interfacing with your datapad. The screen goes blank again, and then the more familiar characters begin to appear on the screen. Hurski, Jesufs, Oyun, so itastukif. Press a button. Press many buttons at random. Talk to the computer. The computer goes silent again, humming softly. It seems to be processing data from your datapad. Datapad is released from the receptacle, and the machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. Data interpretation complete. Language analysis complete. Continue. Interrogative. Identify the 3 primary life-giving seed world types. Oh boy. Arboreal. Grassland. And oceanic? Breaking the life seal. Okay, I think we did that correctly. Some droid bits. Ah, hello, Mr. Guardian Droid. We're doing this again, are we? Very well. Bastard, we got anything for you to fight with, melee-wise? We don't, do we, really? I'll tell you what. Cut off. Let's switch you to... I don't know if it'll work or not, to be honest with you, but we'll switch you to a pair of ion blasters. I keep them for special occasions like this. And we'll let you use the vibro double blade.
Yes?
Do you guys want to help? Jesus Christ. Oh, I see. The other guy had a flamethrower and you're going to do the ice thing. Let's get a bit of Night Valor on the go, shall we? Bastila, don't you have night speed? Yes, you do.
Ready?
Oh, there we go. Nice one, Carl. Nailed it, boys and girls. Nailed it. Alright then, we have another ancient terminal. The ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. Yes, okay, right. Here we go. Talk to the computer. Insert datapad. Talk to it again. Identify the 3 primary death-giving seed world types. That would be desert, volcanic, and barren. Breaking death seal. Fantastic. I'm not going to switch our weapons out just yet in case there's another droid for us to fight, but there probably isn't. Sorry, Nemo. Bad luck, my old mate. There we go. We're in.
We're watching you, scum.
Thanks for the resub, Tommy boy. Appreciate it, man.
This must be what Revan and Malik found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
I'm going to wait here for a minute, because as soon as Bastila started talking there, Twitch thought that was an excellent moment to run an ad break. So for the benefit of the people watching this live on Twitch right now who don't have a subscription, I'm going to wait for another 6 seconds for the ad break to end before we continue. There we go, we're back. For those of you not watching with a subscription who had to just sit through an ad break, I apologise. That was really bad timing. But I waited for you, so okay. But what is it? It's a white hole. I mean, it's the Starforge.
This is a map, some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malik must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
So what is it? It's a white hole. No.
I don't know, but Revan and Malik were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and Hizmanan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Perhaps those worlds will have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it.
That sounds like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
According to Django, since we've got the little list of planets we're visiting next, you might have noticed that with Dantooine included, it's only 5 planets. The computers gave us 6 planet types. That's because the volcanic planet, Slaheyron, was cut from the game. Not all references to it were removed, however. Oh, interesting. I never knew that. I thought it was just a, generic computer puzzle. I never thought about it that much. Interesting. Suppose it must have been cut relatively early on, since it's not been re-added back in by any mods that I'm aware of, unless it has, in which case I never mind, ignore me. Now then, let's get our weapons equipped again. And go and inform the Council! Probably say something annoying and stupid, because that's what the Council does.
Yes.
Developers couldn't agree on how to pronounce Slaheyron, so it was cut. It was huge riot in the boardroom. Huge argument, like GIF versus GIF. My god, these infinitely respawning Cath hounds are quite a thing, aren't they? Yeah, I know, right? Oh, what the fuck's Django? Django, do your job, man. Come on, get on it. Jesus Christ.
You asked for this!
Poor Cath hound. Jeez, it's been about time, dude. Come on. With the incorrect is pronounced Jeff. Gif. That's my favourite so far. Gif. I don't have Master Flurry yet, but I'm just going to use Improved Flurry because... Actually, you know what? Fuck Improved Flurry, it doesn't work. I keep missing with it. return and you find you missed some goober in chat. Pretty low tier goober as well, to be honest with you. We've had more impressive trolls than that in the past. I'm kind of lucky, really. Usually we don't have to deal with a lot of that. Normally, most of the time, it's we have a pretty chill stream with a very well-behaved community, thankfully. Imagine if I was a female streamer, though, I'd have to put up with that shit like constantly, all the time. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what is it now, calf? Alright, fine, dude. Go on.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I'm supposed to be asking what's on your mind, I'm afraid. You've been very quiet lately. Do you know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
What do they say in Westworld when they don't see something obvious? Oh, yeah, it doesn't look like anything to me. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, poor baby. You need some filling in on some detail. Tempting, but no. I left out of the loop? I don't understand.
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
That is none of your concern, Carth, and you would do well to leave the matter be.
I respect you, Bastila, but you've been as closed-mouthed as the rest of the Council. If you won't talk to me, then maybe somebody else will.
She sounded weirdly evil there, didn't she? I thought it was more important that I help find the star maps and stay. You know what? We haven't actually gotten to that bit yet, game. This is a little bit out of sequence. We haven't actually been told to go find the other star maps just yet. Why should anything the Jedi do seem strange to you? None of your business.
I may not know much about the Jedi, but I do know they aren't famous for taking on old Padawans and sending them on dangerous assignments.
Okay. They said there's a bond between Bastila and myself.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why, that's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Bastila and I have a bond. We have to do this together, that's all I'm gonna say.
And what does that mean? Is this more of that destiny garbage that the Jedi keep talking about? Well, that can't be it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
And what? Just what are you going to do about it, eh?
Nothing. Not yet. I just better hope I don't get a reason to. Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Anyway, I miss Canderous already. And it's not like he doesn't have a point, it's just he always finds the worst possible way to get it across. You're seeing the whole he's supposed to be romance thing now? Yeah.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
Lie, no, I couldn't. I've never picked that. Okay, so I was talking about this in the pre-stream today, folks, but for the benefit of you, those of you who weren't there, I was basically saying that at some point it'd be quite fun to come back and play this game again on stream and play through it in its entirety as a mustache-twirling, comically evil character. And when we do that, if and when we do that, I'm totally picking that dialogue option for the giggles. But anyway, we found an incomplete star map and a mention of something called a Starforge.
This news of a Starforge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done.
Excuse me, everybody.
You are well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
Sounds like a suicide mission to me.
Ever brash, ever disrespectful. This is what we have pinned our hopes on?
Peace, Rook. We have discussed this. There is no other choice. The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Am I to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith, but it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
That's great. Bastila and the Catwoman? Anyone else you want to stick me with? No. There are others I want to join me. Very specifically, Canderous. I really want... Can Canderous come, please, pretty please, Council?
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
When do I leave?
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Alrighty then. The quest begins, everybody. It's so weird seeing Bastila in those robes. It just doesn't look right somehow. But they're better than just a regular clothes, so I guess you'll stick with them for now. Because I kind of don't want to give these ones up. I actually really like these robes. I really dig them. I think they're kind of cool. So, yeah. This way. Okay, Carth, now you can have that conversation. Yes, yes. Got things slightly out of sequence there, didn't we? But never mind. It's this way, isn't it? Nope, it's not this way. Damn it. We'll have more Jedi robes than we know what to do with by the time we get later into the game, so let's not worry about it for now. Same goes for lightsabers as well, actually, come to think of it. We'll be drowning in lightsabers. Padawan, a word if I may. There are many rumors about your most recent meeting with the Jedi Council. There is talk that they are sending you on a mission to help us against Malak and the Sith. Now, how do you know the Council gave me a mission? I just came from there. Are you telepathic? What's going on? I saw you going into the council chambers. You were in there for some time. I naturally assumed the council had given you a task to perform. Please understand that I'm not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. Whatever task the council has given you is for your ears, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well, and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. What could be more dangerous than the Sith? Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the Academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Terran Tatek, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. What makes this creature so dangerous? The Terran Tatek is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They're incredibly strong, with a primal cunning, and they have an inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe the Terran Tatek is a monster bred by the ancient Sith and spread throughout the galaxy to... Fortunately, the Terran Tatek is quite rare. They only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Then why are you worried about them now? This is not the first time the Terran Tatek have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they can lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malak's rise may have woken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organised another great hunt to try and exterminate them. The Great Hunt, what's that? The Great Hunt was organised by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi were scattered throughout the galaxy, helping to rebuild from the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing from a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know what they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered the Terran Tatek were behind the killings. It was decided the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters, though the cost proved high. So, the cost? What cost? Many Jedi banded together and journeyed to the planets that were suspected of harbouring the Terran Tatek. The Great Hunt did not rest until all the creatures had been slain, or almost all. There were still rumours of Terran Tatek on the planet of Korriban, a dark world some believe to be the birthplace of the Sith. That is where Exar Kun was corrupted during the First Sith War. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing more Jedi might fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over, though 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. Why? What was so special about those 3? The Jedi chosen to continue the hunt on their own were Duron Kaldroma, Gun Han Suresh, and Shayla Nur. These 3 shared a powerful bond, and each of them was devoted to the light. Oh, bollocks. But none of the 3 survived. Their master felt them become one with the Force when they left this world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they sought. If the Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone in search of their remains, so their exact fate is not known, but let their death serve as a warning to you, Padawan. Okay, good. Thanks for the warning, I'll be careful. A final warning as you go, Padawan. Do not underestimate the Terran Tatek. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. Alright, dude, thanks. I have a sore throat today. I don't really want to be reading out buckets of Twi'lek dialogue, but okay, fine. Right. Bastila seems to have something on her mind. Sure.
How can I help?
I want to talk about that dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
I still don't understand why we shared this vision.
Are you wondering why we shared the vision, or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked, and for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
Yeah, but how did our fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Well, thanks a lot.
Please, forgive me. I did not mean to imply that you were repulsive in any sense of the word. That we shared something so personal is just not something I'm used to.
I have another question.
What would you like to know?
Why did we dream of Malak and Revan?
Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace.
Well, I certainly didn't want to dream about them.
That would not be my first choice either, but choice appears to be irrelevant in this matter. We dreamed about Revan and Malak either because we were meant to or because we needed to. There is no other way to look at it.
What do you think Malak and Revan were doing?
I have no idea. It was obviously important, however. That is why we must investigate this further.
This is also a bit out of sequence as well, isn't it? Not sure I like the idea of you being in my dreams.
And are you so certain that it is not you in my dreams?
Pretty certain, yes.
I see. That is most likely vanity speaking, for I am not certain myself. Regardless, our fates are linked. The vision was no doubt meant for us both.
Do you think we'll receive more of these visions?
With luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us, but when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance.
That's all of us now. That's all.
As you wish. We really should return our thoughts to business anyway.
Actually, that wasn't the conversation we were supposed to have,
How can
but
I help?
never mind. It looks like something's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
Doesn't bother me, my presence. Don't believe in this bond, regardless of what the Jedi Council said.
Deny it if you will, but there is a connection between us. I understand why you would find this disturbing. I have my own reservations about it, to be honest. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Okay, I'll answer a few questions.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
I'm a Hutt in human form, plotting to overthrow the Republic.
I see you intend to be childish about this. I guess I won't get anywhere continuing our discussion right now, will I? I suppose I'll just have to speak to you again later. Hopefully you'll behave a little less like a little boy, and a little more like a man.
Don't count on it. Right. Okay. Canderous buddy, how you doing?
Yeah, what do you want?
That's my friend. I was wondering if you had any more war stories, dude.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
I didn't think Mandalorians got afraid.
Every new warrior has to fear to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
Those droids sure are something.
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
just imagine Candace after finishing this conversation being like, if you need me, I'll be in my bunk. Oh dear. What if we miss? I won't. Yes. Permission to leave the ship, Admiral. For what purpose, Candace? To give the Republic back their bomb. Anyway. I think, does anyone remember if Revan's Revenge is released yet for Empire at War? Because I'm pretty sure that has the Mandalorians playable in it, including Basilisk War Droids. It's not yet public release. Still? Oh, damn, I thought it was a bit closer than that. Never mind. I want a Basilisk War Droid. Yes!
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know?
Okay. Yeah, nothing more for now.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Oh, don't you worry, Candace. Alright, we got an extra crystal, did we not? This one does extra bonus damage, doesn't it? I'm kind of happy with this as is. I think we might give this to Basilisk Saber instead. There we go. Wum wum. The hook me up bro dialogue option. Oh yeah.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yo, got some of them stimulants.
Stimulants make a warrior out of even the weakest human. Here's a speed-boosting stimulant to help you get quicker. There anything else you need?
I think Zalwal gives you grenades, doesn't he? If I remember correctly as well. You got any more war stories since we're here?
You want another war story, huh? Yes. You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
Where'd you fight this time?
We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
You Mandalorians never were too smart now. What, did it backfire?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other. Just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it. Something inactive, in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something, or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
What happened next?
It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
Nope. No, that's all.
Your choice.
Story time with Candace is like my new favorite thing. Fuck actually playing the game. I just want to sit here listening to his crazy stories now. Now then. Hello, T3. I think he might be able to make you stuff as well, actually. What up, Zalbar? I don't think you've got much to say, have you? Is there something you want? Have anything more to say about yourself, Zalbar? A lot of my life debt, but I don't feel we share more than that. Mission may say more, but I will not. And I'll leave you be. And Johanni's with us, and she's got some fancy new robes as well.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
Damn right, apologize. Next time you try something like that, I'll kill you. That's alright, you thought the dark side had consumed you under the circumstances, you know.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Unlikely. That's alright, I forgive you.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
Very good. Right. That's the exit ramp. This is where Mission's hanging out. How you doing, Mission?
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Oh yeah, she can make a security spike. I almost forgot about that. I want to talk to you about your brother.
I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him.
Embarrassing? Why?
It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know?
You were stowaways.
I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
What kind of problems did your brother have?
He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game.
Pretty handy skills to have.
Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Griff doesn't sound like he's big on keeping promises.
Why do you gotta go putting my brother down like that? That's just mean. Besides, it wasn't his idea to leave. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went.
Who's Lena?
I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need?
Nope, never mind.
Okay, have it your way.
Right. To the cockpit! It's this way. What up, Bastila? What up, Cuff? This is the galaxy map, the Ebonhawk's onboard navigational computer. When you're ready to leave Dantooine, you can use the galaxy map to travel to other planets around the galaxy. A destination is still stored in the Ebonhawk's computer from the last trip Davik made with it. Okay, so... Ooh, it's kind of fun what they did with this screen in the widescreen patch. Right, so where do we want to go, ladies and gentlemen? Kashyyyk, Yavin. Oh yeah, that's added in one of the patches, isn't it? I'm not going to bother with that right now. Manaan, Korriban, Tatooine. I have an order that I usually play through these in, and it usually goes Tatooine, Kashyyyk, Korriban, Manaan. Or sometimes Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Korriban, Manaan. But I think we're going to go with Tatooine first, for old time's sake. Because I'll level with you, Manaan's my least favourite of all the planets. And Korriban doesn't, I feel like, makes more sense to do it when you're later into the game. You'll see why when we actually get around to it, but so it basically boils down to, do we want to do Kashyyyk first or Tatooine first? And I feel like I want to do Tatooine first, principally also because there's a party member we can get on Tatooine who I really like, so it's going to be Tatooine. Also, Tatooine's just great anyway, so yeah, let's go. Let's go to the nostalgia planet that gets shoved into every single live-action Disney series these days, except for Andor, anyway. It's a Star Wars game. We are contractually obliged to go to Tatooine. Yes, you're right. The fan service planet. Oh, cutscene time. I shall disappear for a moment.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me, there is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Maybe Tatooine wasn't always a desert.
Perhaps, though that would have been tens of thousands of years in the past. Now there's nothing but the howling emptiness of the Dune Sea. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Alrighty then. You know what, I was just thinking, like, there was a part of me that was also tempted to do Kashyyyk first, because there's another party member we can get on Kashyyyk who I absolutely adore. And part of me is now reconsidering my choice as a result, but... Nah, we'll do Tatooine first. Traditionally, I always used to do Tatooine first, so I think, for old time's sake, we're going to do Tatooine first. Right. Oh, willow. I was checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. Not right? What do you mean? Someone's been in the emergency stash of food. Mission and I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. You might want to check the food stores next time you're in the cargo hold. Tatooine is always like that rookie Jedi planet. Could just grab the companion and go to Kashyyyk. Technically, I suppose, yes, I could, but... Nah. Where is it? It's one of the cargo bits, isn't it? Here we go. Strangely, the food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Examine the supplies more closely. There are no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate the theft was from pests or vermin. It looks like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they've managed to avoid detection by you or your companions so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. What is this?
No problem. Didn't work.
Oh, that's awkward.
No problem.
Didn't work.
Appears to be some kind of hidden smuggling compartment. Without proper codes, you will not be able to open it. Huh. I don't remember this part. You think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you, but when you stop to listen, they disappear. I think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you, but they don't, yeah. There is this accursed stowaway. Yes, maybe we're just simply going insane. You hear the echo of footsteps coming from the direction of the cargo hold. Aha! I just saw you spawn in.
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Selima Wanga Kunbikin.
Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying.
Muchashakapaka.
I still don't understand you. She frowns and looks at you helplessly.
Muchashakapaka.
Can you tell me your name? Girl looks at you oddly, puzzled. Point to yourself. My name is Warren Polo. You are?
Muchashakapaka.
She points to herself. Waba Susa Sasha. Okay. Sasha, your name is Sasha, right?
Muchashakapaka.
Try to learn Sasha's strange language.
Tonki ba non ton.
Any of the words you're speaking are Mandalorian.
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
Mandalori, that's your word for Mandalorian, so you do know of them.
Selima Wanga Kunbiki.
But you are a Mandalorian child then?
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
So you're human. You learn the words from somewhere though. Where are you from, Sasha? Taris? Looks at you quizzically, not understanding. Does the name Lur Arca ring a bell? What about Rundil Otsulam? Girl looks at you quizzically, not understanding.
Tonki ba.
Sasha na S1 in Bristag. Bristag mi Lesva. Bristag, what's that?
Dong abuk shami.
Points around at her. Around. It's a thing? It's something around here?
Muchashakapaka.
Bristag, it means starship, doesn't it?
Dong abuk shami.
Okay. S1 na S1?
Dong abuk shami.
Points to herself. Me S1. I see you, or you see me?
Dong abuk shami no.
Hides her face behind her hands for a moment. Me na S1. You're hiding! Na S1 is hide.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Didn't get all of that, but sure.
Selima Wanga Kunbiki.
Lacefa. Everything is safe, is that it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
She points towards one of the Ebon Hawk service panels. You sleep there? Lacefa means sleep?
Kipuna.
She looks puzzled.
Kichu.
The panel, all of this is your home. Lacefa means home?
Kipuna.
She smiles. You're hiding in the starship. It's your home, I understand.
Muchashakapaka.
You said that before. What's Gondisen?
Muchashakapaka.
Laughs and points at you. Yuba Gondisen. Something about me, yes, but what?
Dong abuk
Smiles and pats her chest. Gondisen. Me. You're Gondisen? No, that's not it.
Muchashakapaka.
Say something else.
Muchashakapaka.
Say something else.
Muchashakapaka.
Alright, never mind. I give up.
Selima Wanga Kunbikin.
Right, you can stay here for now.
Muchashakapaka.
Muchashakapaka, everybody. Mandalorian sounds suspiciously like Twi'lek, yes. Yo, Canderous.
Yeah, what do you want?
I'd like to ask him for more stories, but not right now. Can you help me with our little stowaway problem?
What? You think I don't have something better to do?
Yeah, like standing around here doing nothing.
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, never mind. That's how we're going to greet you every stream. That's how I greeted everyone on Twitter, actually, when I announced the stream. Okay, who are we going to bring with us? Let's see. Let's bring Jahani, because she's new. And Canderous. Canderous.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
And what do I get for my 100 credits?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
Force persuade. I don't need to pay the fee.
You know, I don't think you need to pay the fee. We'll let it go this time.
I'm amazed at how many people that works on. The entire galaxy must be filled with weak-minded fools.
This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Give me some background on Tatooine.
There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Tell me about Zerka Corp's operations here.
I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it.
You want to tell me more about it?
I can tell you more, I guess. It's not a big secret or anything. Just not good for business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company.
So Zerka Corporation set up shop on a barren planet.
Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business.
What do you mean when you say the ore is peculiar?
Zerka Corporation has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it.
Have you checked the mines for kobolds? Anyway, what other forms of business are being looked at here?
Pursuits that appeal to the casual traveler. There are some fearsome native species that provide exciting hunting. There are also lengthy, barren wastes that serve as fine swoop tracks. Attracting business has been slow, however.
What do you mean when they say that the ore is peculiar? Or did we already get this?
Zerka Corporation, yeah. I would, of course.
Was known about the history of the planet?
Very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals.
I can tell we couldn't trust David that ability IRL. I mean, I'd want to be... I'd like to think I could be trusted with it, but at the same time, you know... Gosh, it'd be handy at a job interview, wouldn't it? You will give me the job. You will reject all the other candidates. You will give me a raise of 200%. You know, come on, I mean... Oh, dear. Oh, can you imagine, like, if you got a job as an interviewer, you could just ask people questions in interviews and they'd just actually tell you the answer instead of beating around the bush. It'd be great. God, you'd be brilliant. You'd become famous. Maybe that's what Louis Theroux does. Maybe Louis Theroux is a Jedi and he just uses Force Persuade on everybody. That's the secret to his success. Anyway, yeah, what species do you mean?
The Sand People. They're vicious and attack outsiders on sight. More animal than anything, really. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Maybe they don't. Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate.
Have you, excuse me, had trouble with the Sand People?
Not personally, but they've given Zerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it.
How can they get information about jobs like that?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in Central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
I'm looking for very specific things. Who should I ask?
That's not much information. Could you tell me more?
Looking for older things, antiques, artifacts.
You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by Sand People soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know.
Alright, I guess, yeah, that's it. I need to get going.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Alright, we got some level ups to do, apparently. Canderous? My dear fellow. Feats. Let's see. We're kind of going the melee route with you, aren't we, Canderous? So it's probably about time we start working on flurry. And Juhani.
What is it?
Skills. Treat injury. Feats. She got conditioning. Power attack. Force jump. Oh, is she a guardian? I never bothered to check. Improved force jump. Yeah, she's a guardian. Nice. Jedi sense. Dueling. Could get the next level of weapon focus lightsaber, admittedly. But this would be a better use of our feet, I think. Powers. Force shield. Now there's one in here that, according to the comments, it's very, very good. She's got effect mind, even though it's useless. It's annoying. She's got slow. Force push, throw lightsaber. Force resistance. No. Don't seem to be able to find it in the list. That's weird. Oh wait, no, it's this one. Energy resistance. She's already got it. Yeah, apparently this is really, really good. But we'll give it a cure for now. Except, oh, another level up. Very, very good. Ooh, well, get up a charisma for an extra modifier there for force power usage. Could boost her dexterity or boost her. I'm going to boost her strength because I'll give it a little bit, make a little hit, tiny bit better in combat. Skills. She's a guardian after all, so treat injury and awareness. Powers. Powers. Force shield, I guess. Oh, and again, very nice. Feats. What next? Improved dueling, maybe? Sure. Powers. Night speed is to... Oh! Improved energy resistance. That's the Jedi to shield the entire party in the Force, granting immunity to poisons and disease and absorbing the first 15 points of damage from sonic, fire, cold, and electrical attacks directed at them. Damage over and above the first 15 points is suffered as normal. Interesting. I thought this did actual energy resisted energy damage as well. But it's not, is it? I'm going to give it night speed, I think. Yeah. Alright, this has surely got to be the last level up. Stasis, let's go with that. Yeah, there we go, finally. Level 10 Jedi Guardian. With a blue lightsaber, very nice.
What?
Sure.
We've got the two best colours represented. Look at us, we look all canon and shit. None of these silly expanded universe colours. Here! How's that? Alright then. Hello. Who that? Turdit, you Gunda Faska. Customers are talking. That's better. Hello, customer. Buy from Mick Tunan Juice and save your credits. And don't be shy. Just ask to see what you want. If you can't get a good look, we don't move the merchandise. Show me what you have for sale. What you got? Life support packs. They're expensive, but very, very good med kits, essentially. He also has infinite advanced med packs. How many of those do we have? Only 5? Well, that won't do. Let's get a few more. Usani's brand. If Canderous was any good with dual wielding, this would be a really nice choice for him, I think. Jamo Hogras Carbine. Mandalorian Heavy Repeater. Advanced Oral Amplifier. Breath Mask. Karakan Gauntlets. Good. God, they're expensive. Nerve enhancement package, immunity to mind affecting. That's kind of tempting, actually. Gizka poison, bantha fodder. I'm going to buy this bantha fodder right now, because to save us a little bit of backtracking later. Reminder that as a level 8 scout you get all implant level feats for free. Yes, I know. That's what makes it tempting. What have I currently got implant wise? I got the response package, right? Dex +1. Yeah, I'll think about it. Apparently, on this day, in 1977, the first Star Wars movie was released. Well, that's awfully good timing, isn't it? Promise you I didn't know that. This footlocker. Free stuff. Complimentary stuff. Thanks, Zerka Corp. That's real nice of you. What's in this one over here? In the UK. Oh, well, still. Alrighty then. Between Christmas and New Year, that was quite the gamble. Oh no. Actually, in the I don't know how it is in America, but in the UK, Boxing Day is well, you know, this sort of the period between Christmas and New Year is actually very, very, very. I'll get back to this. Yeah, the period between Christmas and the New Year in the UK is actually big cinema going time for most people. It's actually a lot of people actually go to watch a film either on Christmas Day itself or on Boxing Day here. It's actually it's a very common thing. You may not know that if you're not from the UK, I guess. I assumed it was the same everywhere, but perhaps not. Anyway, hello there, Captain. Let's see. Ah, yes, here it is. Looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What shipment? What are you talking about? This is Docking Bay 32, isn't it? Yes, it is, and that's what I have here on the requisition form. Everything seems to be in order. The Gizka are your problem now. Excuse me, did you say Gizka? It says right here on the manifest that you ordered a crate of Gizka to be delivered to Docking Bay 32. That's right here. Oops. Oh, god damn it, I hate when that happens. At any rate, the Gizka are yours. One of the loaders said the crate split open once you put it in your hold. Some of the critters might have gotten loose. Sorry for that abrupt cut for those of you watching on YouTube. I will have had to edit this together later, but I had a power cut. All the electricity just went off, and the stream died as a result. So I'll have to go through all the monkey business of editing all this together into one VOD later for YouTube. But never mind, we're back. Hopefully it won't go off again. Fucking touch wood, man. Seriously, because we've had that in the past. Actually, the electrical wiring and everything in this house is garbage. So occasionally, we've had issues where like there's a set of plugs under the sink, for example, and it was getting kind of damp in there, and for a while that was like triggering the whole system off repeatedly, and it took ages to get sorted out. So hopefully we ain't got any some weird shit like that going on again. But if the stream randomly dies again in the next 10 minutes, I guess we'll know that something's wrong. But anyway. Yeah, hello, dickhead. I want to buy stuff. Some advanced med packs and the... Oh. I guess we already brought the bantha fodder because it's not there anymore. So I just got some extra advanced med packs for no reason. Okay. Plugs under the sink. Who built that? I know. Tell me about it. Fucking ancient house, man. This house is like definitely over 100 years old by now. So I think it was built in what, 1903? I want to say. I can't remember exactly when. But this whole house is old as heck. Yeah. What shipment were you talking about? Did you say Gizka? Yeah, okay, we've now got Gizka in our ship. It's an old house, even for British standards. Yeah, I suppose it is. I haven't really thought about it that much, but yeah, I mean, when this place was built, there was still a Kaiser on the throne in Germany, so, you know, I guess it is kind of an old house. Anyway. Let us proceed into Anchorhead, everybody. Alright. Hello, Ronto. Do it again. Again. Damn you, Ronto. Oh no, you've got a name. Sharina Fizark.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left.
Oh no, incoming ad break. You've been warned, folks. Speak, I'm listening.
I'll try not to take up too much of your time. I realize that everyone is out for themselves on Tatooine. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
What is a raid plate? Where'd you get it?
It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back.
Alright, let's talk about what to do with this plate.
Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They are worth more than 500 credits.
Alright, perhaps I will buy it from you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits.
It's weird, but most of the US houses are quite recent. Every now and then on the East Coast you'll get someplace built in like 1689, 1752 or something. There's a house in a village just down the road from me, like a mile and a half that way, which it was built in like, I want to say the 1620s. It has the date over the door, so... presumably the church next to it's pretty damn old too. Alright, if I pay that, I'll pay that and an extra 200. No, I'm not that light side. I'll persuade you to go cheaper, maybe half.
Cheaper? Please, it's all I have. I need the credits. Can't you pay the 500?
Oh no, half is acceptable, you agree? No, that's just evil. Half's better than nothing, right?
I guess I don't have much choice, do I? I have to take it. It will have to do. I thank you, I guess. Maybe it's enough.
The role of the weak is to serve the will of the strong. I'm glad you understand that.
The dark side dwells in us all, but you cannot give in to your baser instincts like this.
I'm just gonna give her 500 out of charity? It's 500 credits, not like a tenner. Jesus, guys. Sandcrawler mechanic.
Something you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick.
Funny looking sandcrawler you got there, dude. Just want to ask some questions.
All right, but I'm not sure what I could say to interest you. I just work on the crawlers.
Could you tell me about Tatooine and Anchorhead?
Well, it's a hole in the galaxy as far as I'm concerned. I doubt this outpost will last much longer. But that's happened before and will happen again. Anchorhead has been resettled a few times now.
Describe your job and who you work for. What a weird question. Anyway, why have previous settlements failed?
Well, Tatooine fools people. It looks like it might have a good supply of resources, but it doesn't. Before a company learns this, they've already set up communities to support operations they now can't afford. Company pulls out, cities dry up, and after a few years, someone that doesn't know why it failed tries again.
Zerka Corporation isn't doing well here, then.
No one is. I guess it looked like a promising mining planet, but the metal, I tell you, it just isn't right. I've been a mechanic my whole life, and I've never seen anything corrode as fast as Tatooine metal. It's why whoever was here before left, and why Zerka will leave, and why whoever comes next will leave.
That's all I need, bye.
All right then, back to work, I guess.
Zerka office. You'll be hearing about this, you Zerka puppet. I'm not going to let this drop. You can't just murder a whole village. Don't tell me to take my concerns to your corporate kiosk. I know when I'm not wanted. What's going on here? Who are you? I'm done talking in this office. They aren't interested in listening to me. I doubt they'll even acknowledge I was here. Typical corporate evasion. That's what happens when they own everything. No accountability. Don't even bother bringing it up.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
Yeah, I was going to ask about hunting licenses.
As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
Why would I need a license anyway?
We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license.
And is there no way to get a license?
Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
I think I know the answer to this question, but why pay for the gaffy sticks? Why not their heads?
Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good.
Alright, fine.
Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them.
Alright.
Very good. Zerka Corporation looks forward to your future business.
Oh, Juhani seems tense and wary in your presence. Perhaps you should make her feel more welcome by talking with her. Alright. Fine, sure.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Would you get off calling me Padawan? You surely don't outrank me, do you? I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
You doing alright?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Oh, why? What's wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about Quatra, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it.
Oh my god, she's as bad as Carth. You know, I really don't think I care for him. Oh god, that would be the truthful answer. Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
If I see you to begin to slip back, I'll intervene. I'm pretty clearly not the best judge, though, because you've just told me off for being mean.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
I have prepared a place for you.
Quist Gaming, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome aboard. And yeah, apparently Juhani's voice actor is the same person who did Jack in Mass Effect, which is never would have guessed, I have to admit, without being told. Welcome everybody. Make yourselves comfy. We'll be going for another 25 minutes or so. Yes, what is it? If this is about the mining or sand people, you go to the Zerka offices. I just manage the storehouse. I'm asking about bounties. Yeah. Not my affair. You want to hunt for Zerka Corporation, you talk to the protocol officer. Oh, okay. Anything out of the ordinary happening? Is that a coy way of referring to Taris going down? You don't want my views on that. Oops, didn't mean to click on that, never mind. At least the Sith seem to make things happen. How old is the Republic? 15,000 years? It's stagnant. Every year ships get a little faster, droids get a little smarter, and people get a little fatter. That's about it for progress. But I suspect I do just as much grunt labor under them as I do now. That'll at least shake things up. Even if it means the deaths of innocents? Nobody's innocent once their mother has left the room. That's just my view. Okay, what about local events? Don't care about them. I stay in the Zerka compound. We could be in a pleasure world for all I care or know. What about your opinions on Taris? Oh, we just... Gosh, this game does love its dialogue loops, doesn't it? Alright, bye. You weird, evil man.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerka Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else?
I hope the Kotal's going well today. It is, Quist, actually. Yeah, it's going rather well. We did have a brief glitch earlier when I had small power cut. So I had to restart the stream and my computer. But we're back. It's all good. We're all fine here. How are you? Anything out of the ordinary happening?
I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Taris? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants.
No desire to mistakenly associate with the losing side.
Zerka Corporation policy is not subject to your approval. It is a sound business model. Save us your commentary.
Know anything more local?
If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the swoop track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message.
Alright, see ya.
Farewell. Zerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
See ya.
We're watching you, scum.
Hans Bloodladder, thank you very much for the 9 months of subbage. Came to say hello. Good of you to do that. Oh, don't you believe a word about what that Zerka Corporation said in there? There's always a peaceful solution to conflict. They're just lazy. Is this about the Zerka wanting the Sand People chieftain killed? So you are the killer that they hired. Just going to walk out there and wipe them out. I'd expect no less from fools. The Sand People aren't animals. I've watched them. They're intelligent. There must be a way to peacefully stop the attacks. I know it. But no one will try, of course. You can't even leave the city without Zerka approval, and they want the Sand People dead. The Zerka said the Sand People attacked first. Well, yes, they did. They attacked the Zerka, who deployed numerous giant sand crawlers and started tearing up the desert with ion shovels and whatever else. What would you have done? To the Sand People, it must have seemed like an invasion. There were no negotiations for territory or resources. I don't think the killing has been justified, but as a conservationist, I'm hoping someone at least tries to talk this out. Oh, what would you suggest, then? Communication. If we could just speak to them, but they don't talk, at least not in any language an average translator can understand. There was even a Jedi here a few years ago that couldn't seem to get through to them. I think that ended in blood too. I'm not saying it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe with a real translation droid, not these old protocol scrap heaps walking around. Who would have a capable droid? They're pretty rare, even on well-stocked worlds, but I'm pretty sure I heard something about an unusual droid in the shop here on Tatooine. That's convenient. I'm sure I heard Yuka Laka say that it could speak a Sand People dialect, although he'd say rust is gold to... With that droid, maybe you could just talk to them. I wouldn't survive. Maybe with some desert robes as a disguise, someone could get into their enclave. Where would you get robes to match theirs? Suppose you could just take them off one of the warrior raiders in the Dune Sea, but there's no way I'd survive anything like that. Plus, you would have to explain why you killed their warriors if you're trying to make peace, but I suppose there's no other way. Where would that enclave you mentioned be? What? It's no secret where they are? The attacks get worse the further southwest in the Dune Sea you go. Then people die on both sides. Maybe I'll look into it. Sure, that's what Zerka Corporation keeps saying. And then they just start shooting again. The fighting won't stop until they're all dead. Or until the Zerka leave. one is as likely as the other with the way things are going. Bah, what do I know? Alright. Go away. Stop making me read your dialogue out, sir. Okay, yes, that droid he mentioned, though, we do want that. We totally, totes my goats want that droid. It's a Jawa! Also, Juhani wants to talk again, apparently. Oh, fine.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
You want to chat?
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
On second thoughts, maybe not. No, so I'll go on then.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
What's the Cathar homeworld like?
It was not the homeworld of the Cathar that I lived on. My parents had long fled from that place, and perhaps that is a story for another time. Rather, it was a human hive world that I was raised on. The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was old, and maybe a little enamored.
So what did you do?
From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Very good, Juhani. Right. Oh yes, the classic BioWare old veteran companion. I mean, say what you will, but I'm not gonna lie. Canderous and Rex from Mass Effect are like two of my favorite BioWare companions. So maybe I'm just a sucker, but yeah, love those guys. Oh, swoop registration. Oh, hello. Not at all evil-looking dark Jedi gentleman round the corner there. How are you? Is there anything else over here we've missed before we go any further? I don't think so, is there?
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Alrighty then, let's have at ye. You ready, boy? Canderous and Juhani? Let's do this. Oh, can we get a little bit of Knigget Valor and Night Speed?
Your wish?
Or you could just get hit by whatever that is. That's annoying. Though Canderous is just busy kicking ass in our absence. Alright, who just went down? Was it? It was Warm Polo, wasn't it? Polo's down. That's annoying. Oh no, the force choking Canderous. This is a disaster. My god. Who's... We stasis this guy? Nope. Down goes Canderous. Okay. I wasn't expecting to get my ass kicked this thoroughly, I'm going to be honest. Wow. In all the times I've played this game in the past, dude, I do not remember those guys being hard to kill. I'll level with you. I remember them being total pushovers. Crumbs. Alright, let's just buff up before we go around the corner then, I suppose.
Huh? What is it?
Why does everyone have more force powers than me? It's annoying.
Yes?
Oh, and energy shields, everybody. Oh, you don't have one, do you, Johanny? My bad. I apologize. Let me fix that. Anything else we can give you? Guess we can give you that as
Your
well.
wish?
Candace, would you like to take a battle stim just for giggles? Hyper battle stim, in fact.
Sure.
Great.
What is it?
Lord.
Yes. How about a grenade? Oh yeah, some of these guys have purple lightsabers. Yeah, I remember that being a thing in this game. A lot of the bad guys have purple ones. I haven't really figured out why that is. Also, what is going on here? My lightsaber has transformed to become a light paddle. Feel the wrath of my paddle. Anyway, we shouldn't give Star Wars Expanded Universe writers any ideas, should we? If we're honest with ourselves, you know, some comic author's going to try and make it a thing. Oh, improved flurry right in the face. I love it. There we go. That's how I expected it to go. Much better. And now lightsaber loot, I believe. Ooh, Sith Assassin Pistol, a Chani Dueling Shield, a Diamond Crystal, and a Datapad. Red Crystal, Sith Energy Shield, and a short lightsaber. And a yellow crystal, Verpine Cardio Regulator, and a double-bladed red one. Which means I could go double-bladed now if I wanted to. And a Dark Jedi Night Robe. Hurrah! It looks like that. I have to admit, I quite like it. I kind of did. Although, actually, you know, this other one we found, I also really like this one. I think I'm going to stick with this one for now. Alright, what were we doing? The swoop registration, that was it. Okay. Oh yeah, I want to also have a look at the short saber. Balanced, +2, +0 versus 2 weapon penalty if used in the offhand. Yeah, you get a little bonus if you decide to use a short saber in the other hand. I may by the time we get to the end of the game, I might end up doing that. Actually, I might end up dual wielding with a short saber. It's a tempting notion. I'm not going to do it for now, though. I don't really have the right feats for it, but I'm thinking about it. Anyway, we want to talk to the hut, don't we? Who are you? Ah, nobody. What do you want? Handouts? Go dig a mine, fool. You will show me some respect, worm. No, I'm looking for information. Can you help? Not interested in helping, only interested in racing. I get enough beggars through here looking for money. Let's have a look at you. Just a human. Nothing really special. You race? Maybe on a swoop? I raced on Taris. I won the season opener there. Ha! You and 12 other liars. Planet blows up, race records are lost, and now everyone is a champion. Okay, enough of the funny stuff. You think you're a racer, you'll be one. You have your own bike? I have my own bike stored on my ship. You got a bike? Then you can race. I don't care about experience, as long as you can get out on the track. And if you crash and burn, that's your problem. I just need warm bodies to pad the roster between the pros. There's the matter of a small track maintenance fee, 100 credits. Let's give it. I have a feeling this might not work, but I'm going to give it a try. I don't need to pay the fee. You don't need to pay the fee. It's just a formality. I'll let you use the track for practice and set up your first official race right away. Brilliant! It worked. Just ask me when you want to start, and there's some business I need help with. If you're serious about promoting racing. What sort of business do you need help with? I make my money off of signing good racers. Good ones, not great ones. I want them young and stupid. I've got one, Nico Senvi. Great potential. Only started racing a year ago and loves it. He lives it for now. What I want is simple. I want Nico to sign a contract with me, and I want you to convince him. I'll pay well. Why won't he sign? The deal basically says that I fund his bike and repairs, but in return I take a hefty cut of his winnings. He knows it's harsh, but he can't afford to go pro on his own, and he doesn't want to give up racing. I've got him where I want him. I just need you to give him a little push in the right direction, or a big shove. I think you should give him a better deal. You're not going to pull that typical swoop jockey attitude, are you? This is business, and I know what's best. What do you care whether I make money off the kid or not? He wants to race, and you'll get paid. We all win. You want to give Nico a better deal. No, I don't. What is this, a joke? Quit fooling around. I mean business. Damn it. I don't think I have the second tier yet of Force Persuade, do I? Unfortunately. Go on, treat him fairly or I'll start rumors your races are rigged. You wouldn't. That would be bad. Very bad. Even rumors like that could keep me out of the pro circuit. Alright, I'll give him a better deal and make it back in the long run, I guess. You, of course, are not getting paid. I trust that Celesta will have to hear about this matter. Was there anything else? Yeah, just set me up with a race. Certainly, we just need to clear up the positioning fee. All races pay the same before each officially timed race, 100 credits. I already paid a maintenance fee. I didn't actually pay. The fee is due before each race. How else am I supposed to sponsor prize money at that level I do? I need to see some returns. I'm investing in my riders, but I also need to see profit now. You'll agree with my logic. If you don't race. Will you negotiate on the price? I don't feel that I need to. The price is reasonable. You want to let me race for free. Maybe I will let you race once for free. Yes, I think I will. I'll have your swoop moved into position on the track. But I warn you, I have to make people sure I don't give too many favors. You won't get this discount again. You'll go against Garm Tottrell's time in the first tier. He's a local boy new to the sport. The time to beat is 23 seconds 90. Swoop racing fans, we have an official race about to commence. Make some noise for this new contender. Swoop racing time, everybody! I don't remember the controls, this is not good. Okay, it's spacebar and WS and D, isn't it? Damn it, missed it. Woohoo! Now that is pod racing. You've passed the first tier and have earned 10 racing bonds. Not a bad showing for a beginner. You beat Garm's time easily. Take this with my thanks. We'll see if you can do any better in tier 2. I want to talk about the rewards for racing. I set up a quick 3-tier system so people know where they stand. I pay for the first time to reach each tier. Explain what the different tiers are. Tier 1 here is strictly amateurs. Might get a good race out of them now and then, but they aren't going anywhere. Reach Tier 2 and you show promise. You're still fodder for the pros, but you're really pretty good. Tier 3, only one of my local guys in that range, Nico. Good chance to go pro, if he knows what's good for him. What does each tier pay? Tier 1 is 10 racing bonds. Tier 2 I pay 30 racing bonds. Tier 3 I give you 80 racing bonds. You'll agree the amount is fair. I pay each level only once. I'm not here to support you. I only pay to encourage constant improvement. What are racing bonds? Racing bonds are monetary notes I issue so vendors know who my friends are. Any merchant will buy them. Each bond is worth 60 credits, give or take. Depends on the merchant. Okay. Let's go back to my other questions. Set me up with the race. Certainly, we just need to clear the positioning fee. Alright, fine. Fine. We'll have your bike brought to the starting position. Let's see what level of race we should give you. You made it past the first tier, so let's try the second. Yuka Rill is the current leader. Time to beat is 23 seconds 29. Attention! A second tier race is about to begin. Show your support for this up-and-comer. Here we go. $22.70. Not as fast as I thought. But I still beat it. That's the main thing. Passed the second tier and have earned 30 racing bonds. I'm beginning to think it was a mistake to sign you up. Suppose you'll be up against my local pro attractions in tier 3 next. You've already ruined Yuka Rill. Alright, let's go again. Just need to clear up the positioning fee. Yeah, haven't I already dealt with this fee? Negotiate on the price. Yeah, fine. Alright, we're up against Zoris Bafka, a pro. Time to beat is 22.51. Ooh. This might actually be kind of tough. Attention, Mod of the Hut presents the cream of swoop racing, a tier 3 match. Let this almost champion know what you expect. Oh crumbs. Let's go then. Oh, damn it. Just missed that pad. Oh, God. 23.01. That's not good enough, is it? Damn it. Bollocks. I want to save scum the final race. This time, let's save first. Set me up with the race. Let's try it again. Oh, bollocks. That was a mistake. I done fucked up. Ah, oh, god damn it. 24 seconds. Yeah, it's a good thing I did save it. Yeah. I know. I screwed up. Reload! I don't know if I can do this, to be honest with you. I might not actually be good enough at the minigame to be able to do this, I'm afraid, folks. $22.30. I think that might finally have done it. Oh, we did it. Brilliant. It's a big payout for you. You shattered my track record and took tier 3. 80 racing bonds was the deal. That's the last I'll be giving you, I hope. You're too fast for most of my races. Alright. Go then, but don't hog the track with Rick runs. I need my pros to keep their skills up. You depress them. We did it! I don't believe it! Yeah. I remember the swoop racing being really hard back in the day. I never actually got very good at it. Maybe this playthrough will finally be the one where I can do the whole swoop racing thing. You're the one! You've been Zorda's Bafka's time! I'll have to get your auto print. What? My auto print? Are you serious? Sure I am. You're fast for a human, and once the races are running regular again, you'll be famous. Well, maybe you will. If you start winning on the real tour, I want to be able to say I saw you when you were just starting out. How about it? Oh, sure, why not? Scan away. Really? That is great of you. You'll be a fan favorite. Some of the racers sell their prints, but that was just rude. Yeah, just put your hand on this pad. Thanks again. I know I'll be seeing more of you, human. You don't trust this guy, Sarah? Yeah, I'm not sure I do either. But hey, never mind. Save scumming is a time-honored tradition, indeed. It would have been harder to do on the Xbox version of this back in the day because the loading times were so friggin' long. But anyway, there we go. I need to find somebody to sell these racing bonds to. Does anyone know who the best merchant is to go to for these racing bonds? By the way, because he said it depends on the merchant, didn't he? Yavin merchant. Oh, right, okay, I guess I'll hold on to him for now then. He gives you 120 creds a pop. Oh, wow, alright then. Okay. Alright, I've just had an idea. You know, I wanted to get Casus Fett's battle armor. I wonder if I sold all my my bonds to the Yavin merchant, we'd have enough for Casus Fett's armor for Canderous. It's awfully tempting. I don't know if we'd have enough though, because it's like 15 grand or something, isn't it, for Casus Fett's armor? We've only got 5k credits right now. You'll have enough, that's all I'm saying. Oh, okay, then. Very well, Django. I trust in your wisdom on this subject. Right, everybody, quick, back to the Ebonhawk. We're going to go make a huge pile of money. Is Casus Fett's armor even worth it in the long run? I seem to recall Hamov last time saying it was one of the best ones in the game or something. But more to the point, it looks cool. And that's mostly why I want it. I want to get Canderous some proper Mando armor. So, yeah. Oh, hello. The Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Pet it. You scratch the little critter behind its nubs that pass for ears, and it coos enthusiastically in response. Play a game with the Gizka. Play a game of peekaboo with the little creature, hiding your face behind your hands and startling it each time you appear. What fun! Okay. The Gizka looks disappointed at the lack of attention and hops away. Gizka, everybody! The real tribbles of the game. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Okay, we're going to take a quick detour to Yavin, everybody. You can get rid of them by buying the Gizka poison from the merchant that we saw over there. But, I don't know, the Gizka are kind of cute. So I think Yavin was added as post-release content, wasn't it? Because Yavin definitely wasn't in my version of the game on the Xbox when I played it back in the day. And there's basically nothing here except for a merchant who sells some pretty cool stuff. Doesn't really matter who I bring with me here, but hey, whatever. Hello, Lost. How you doing? Jolly good to see you. Eh? Who's that? What do you want? I recognize your ship. Davix, isn't it? But who are you? You new or something? Open this door. I am your friend. Yes, I'll open the door for you, friend. There we go. You don't look like I thought you would. Too human. Don't see many of your kind out here at all anymore. Not since the war, at any rate. What brings you here? I am here to sell you racing bonds, my friend. None of your business, Bug Eyes. I could have been a little bit less rude. I seek the pieces of a map to a Starforge, if you've got any. Starforge? Never heard of it. There's nothing in this system except ruins of Exar Kun's war. What are you doing here, then? Me? I'm nobody, doing nothing. I've been in this system for over 50 years, before this station was even built. I just sit around all day and tinker with this and that, trying out a few of my ideas. You're an inventor? Maybe a little. I just tinker with stuff I found lying around in the ruins of Yavin 4, or that the Trandoshans and smugglers bring me. Of course, with them it's usually weapons and things. But I just have so many ideas that people haven't seemed to come up with yet. It's really quite astonishing. Uh-huh. Do you have any stuff on Yavin 4? Yeah, well, there's the old ruins from Exar Kun's war on that moon. But I've been here over 50 years, and I can tell you it's been picked pretty clean by now. If I haven't found it, it's not there. All that's left is rubble. You found anything useful? Some things I'm tinkering with, trying to get them working. Mostly I modify some of the things the Trandoshans and smugglers bring me and make them work better. Okay, do you have any gadgets you've been willing to sell me? Yeah, I have a few things kicking around the place. Stuff the Trandoshans and smugglers have brought me to look at, and a few things I've been making from parts. Not cheap, though. They pay a lot for what I can make, and anything I sell to you can't exactly sell to them, now can I? But if you're willing to pay, I've got a few of my more advanced things you can look at. I'm always working on more, so you can check back some other time if I don't have what you want right now. Here, have a look. Brilliant. Now, apparently you can get a discount with this guy if you play enough games of Pazak with him or something, but I am not interested in playing even a minute of Pazak in this game, if I can help it, so that's not happening. How's life and things? Life and things are okay. I got a bit of a sore throat at the minute, which is annoying, but aside from that, things are good. Thanks for asking, though. Sufam's inventory upgrades every 2 star maps you find, Dantooine excluded. Interesting. Items you bought from his previous inventory fully restocked per upgrade. Okay, good to know. Pazak, also known as Star Blackjack. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's blackjack in it. More or less. Alright, he's got Baragwin Shadow Armor, which admittedly does look pretty decent. Light Exoskeleton. Also not terrible. Advanced sensory implant. Oh gosh, that's rather good. Also that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's $8.5 grand, but I can see why. Dexterity +3 and blaster bolt deflection +5. I mean, good grief. That is a lot of dexterity, isn't it? Yeah. Shame he doesn't sell anything that boosts wisdom, because that's kind of what I need. Anyway, however, I shall sell him things. That's what we're here for. Where are those darn... I mean, I could probably sell... Oh yeah, you can sell lightsabers for quite a bit of dosh. And indeed, I think I will sell that one at least. Then we got a spare blue one. I don't think I need that though, do I? I can sell that as well. I'll keep the double-bladed one, the short lightsaber, just to keep our options open. Thought New Vegas had Caravan. Yeah, I actually quite like for Caravan. Caravan's quite fun once you bother to learn the rules. I played a lot of Caravan in New Vegas last time I went through it. You can win an awful lot of money doing it. Every RPG game have an in-game game to play. Pazak here, Witcher 3 had Witcher 3 had, yeah, it was Gwent, wasn't it? Caravan in New Vegas. Trying to think of other ones. The Quest has a card game that I can't remember the name of. Of course, I added a couple of card games to Morrowind with mods, but that doesn't really count. Rage has a card game as well. Oh, apparently, I've never played Rage, so I wouldn't know. But good to know. Oh, Kingdom Come has the dice game, doesn't it? Knuckle or whatever it's called. Kingdom Come Deliverance totally has that. I remember enjoying that. I thought it was quite fun. Farkle, that was it. Thanks. Yeah. Your grandma taught you that game. Oh, cool. Anyway. Oh yeah, these crystals are usually worth quite a bit, aren't they, as well? Look at all these red crystals I've got that I'm not going to use, so we can get rid of them. And I'm sure as hell not going to use the yellow ones either, so goodbye. Where are these? Oh, these look stupid, so they can go. And... Race bonds! Here we go. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to click manually for every single damn one of them. Oh, look at my credits go up and up and up, though. If you want to avoid RSI. ... Oh, baby, yeah, look at it. Oh my god, we're filthy rich, everybody. Different way of selling, but you're halfway through anyway. Okay, I guess we're... Yeah, we definitely have enough for that armor. Oh, baby! $25,977 credits. I'm tempted to just go around to every single planet doing just the swoop racing now and get ridiculously rich. But that'll do for now. Enough money for the deflecto gloves. Can we get the deflecto gloves and Casus Fett's armor? Someone do the maths on that. Can we afford that? Because I would do that if we can afford it. Because those gloves looked amazing. Like, ridiculously good. That'll do, pig, that'll do. They were... Yeah, advanced stabilizer gloves, 8.5 grand. We have 25k. Casus Fett's armor costs 15. I can't do maths, so we have just enough. Yeah, the armor's 15k. So I'd give us... that'd be around 23k in total. So we do have enough. Alright, cool. Give me them gloves. Please and thank you. Project's gloves were nice, but these are even nicer. Would anybody else like some gloves? Bastila already has the strength gauntlets, doesn't she? So, Johanny, Congratulations, you get Brejik's gloves now.
Yes?
What is my dex now, out of curiosity? Dexterity 20! Plus 5 dexterity. Holy crap. That's so nice. It means we have a plus 17 to hit now with our lightsaber. And also, you know, our defense is up to 22 now. Which is pretty good. Armor class, defense, whatever you want to call it. Dex is primarily for blasters. Yeah, but it also works for lightsabers because they're a finesse weapon. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Doesn't work for melee weapons, as in swords and vibroblades. It does work for lightsabers, though. Hello, little Gizka. Oh, that Gizka just disappeared. It faded into nothingness. Okay, right. Is there anything I wanted to mess with here at the workbench? Oh yeah, this little short lightsaber. I was thinking of changing that to green. Put a damn-in crystal on it as well, why not? So if I want to, I can go dual wielding mode. Which suits me rather nice. I like that. That's a good look. All right. Anyway, you look at Gizkas now, and all you can picture them is eating your soldiers in Empire War. Yeah. God, I laughed my ass off when I first saw that. Right. To Dantooine. Oh, whoops. Sorry. We could actually click on the place, haven't we? Cache. Dantooine, there it is. God, I have a lot of pings on Discord right now. Oh, yeah, that's a really good point, Django. Thanks for messaging me that. Crap. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I've probably got a few more bits I can sell to make the money I need for that if I have to. The thing that Django just messaged me about. Anyway, you'll all see eventually. You'll know what I'm talking about. This way. Got lost in my own starship. Alright, I'm good going solo, actually. I'm just going to visit the trader. Everyone uses the RPG channel in Discord as like every game that isn't a strategy game channel anyway. I mean, people are posting like FPS games and shit in there all the time. So it hardly matters at this point. Why we don't have a general video game channel is why. There's a general channel! There's a channel that's literally just called General. And 99.9% of you in the Discord all play video games. Just use the sodding General channel. Why do you need to have a channel for everything? I just fucking use General, you degenerates. Ugh. Ugh. God, take it from me, folks. You never want to run a Discord server if you can help it. It's a terrible idea. Yeah, let me see what you're saying. Give me that armor. There we go. Hello, baby. 15 grand. Defense bonus 10, max dex bonus plus 0. I don't even know if this is the best armor you can give Candace at this point in the game. Probably friggin' isn't. Don't care though. It's cool and we can upgrade it. Where are you, Candace? Let's just get him out here. Get him to model it for us. There you are, bud. There you go. That's some friggin' armor.
Yes?
Hey, you're looking more the part, my dude.
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, that's the gratitude I get, huh?
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
It's pink and horrible. You mean pink and fabulous, I think, sir. It's a lovely shade of lilac and green. In fact, yeah, it is lilac. It's not pink. Harumph. I'm Googling it. It actually is the best armor for Candace, according to Dr. Fat. I'd be surprised if that were the case. I'm pretty sure there's some other Mando armor suits you can get much later on in the game. But, yeah. I mean, what is his dex modifier, anyway? Oh, it is 0, as a matter of fact, so yeah.
Yes?
That's pretty good for him. The best armor will show up when you get the next star map. I see. It's actually 1, but the armor sets it to... Oh, I see. I see. Gotcha. Right. Fair enough. His dex is still pretty crap, then. Oh, I'm wasting my time. Why don't I just... why don't I just do this? Oh, transit disabled. That's why I don't just do this, apparently. Out of my way, Jedi. What is melee to hit chance based on for non-finesse strength? You know, just like in D&D. This is basically this is like 90% D&D. This system right here. If you're using melee weapons, as in like swords, like what he's using there, it's strength. If it's lightsabers, you can use strength or dexterity because they're finesse weapons. If it's blasters, it's dexterity. Right. Can I upgrade this without unequipping it from you? Oh, I can. Excellent. There you go. Mesh underlay. Gives him a strength bonus. Which is helpful, actually, because he is a principal melee, non-Jedi melee character at the moment, anyway. Main thing is, at the moment, is that his weapon is not... It's fine, I guess. Is it Mission's Vibroblade he's using, or the prototype one? I forget which, but... I feel like we ought to be able to get him something better. I mean, we've got the double vibroblade, but that's only good if you've got dual wielding, so... I don't know if there's a better melee weapon out there right now, although I have to admit, at the moment... Now I've spent all that dosh. We're down to 2.5 grand. So our options are a little limited again. The Achani fiber armor has an upgrade item in it. Yeah, but Mission's wearing that right now, isn't she? So I don't necessarily want to take it off her. Yeah, it gives it... well, it is tempting to stack that on him as well, actually. Since we're not using Mission at the moment, I guess. Fine. We'll just have to swap it in and out until we get another one. Alright. Okay, back to Tatooine, everybody. Never had a group of friends to play tabletop with. I did when I was a teenager. I had like a... Well, I had my brother and also a friend of mine We played a bit of D&D together back in the 3.5 days. D&D is... it's different these days. D&D has changed. I used to be with it. Then they changed what it was. And now what I'm with isn't it. And I forget how the rest of that quote goes, but you know the one I mean. Oh yeah, and what's it is weird and scary to me. And it'll happen to you. Back when I played D&D in 3.5, nobody took it seriously. There was not a ton of role-playing, and we basically just treated it like a little miniatures war game. We had little dungeon tiles, and we had little miniatures, and we did an awful lot of combat encounters. Whereas nowadays, people play D&D, and it's like improv community theatre. It's a completely different beast. And I suppose it probably was back then if you just played with a different sort of group. But when I had played D&D with this one small group of people back then, and I knew of nobody else who played D&D because there was nobody online playing D&D. D&D was just not a mainstream thing at the time. And so my understanding of Dungeons and Dragons was it was a game where 3 or 4 people got together and just hack and slash goblins for a while in a dungeon. And yeah, D&D is very much not really that to most people these days, so... And then Critical Role happened. Well, Mr. Endo, I wasn't going to pin all the blame on one thing, but since you mention it, yes. You grew up at a time when saying you played D&D would get your grandma praying for you. God, yeah. What was that whole thing? I can't remember if the whole satanic panic thing happened over here in the UK. I don't know if that was a thing here. Might have been, though. I wouldn't be surprised if it was here, too. We're like a good moral panic in the UK just as much as they do in America. Right, who do we want to bring with us? I think we had Juhani with us, didn't we? Your whole theatre group is into D&D. Well, that surprises me not a jot. Let's see. Oh my god, we've gone like half an hour overtime, ladies and gentlemen. I was so excited about getting this armor and these fancy new gloves that I totally lost track of time. Then again, we did have the power cut, which also didn't help. But yes, anyway. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be pretty much it for now. We shall leave you, as I have my swish new gauntlets and my swish new robe. And Candace has a swish new lilac Mando armor. And, yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it for today. We'll be back with more Knights of the Old Republic on Saturday, he says, with a question mark, because I don't know what... When's New Year? When is New Year's Eve? Okay, no, good. We'll be back on Saturday with more Knights of the Old Republic, where we will be continuing with our Tatooine shenanigans, head out into the Dune Sea, hunt for some sand people, you know, all that good stuff. So, I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get through Tatooine, to be honest with you. I don't know, it could be one more stream, could be 2 more streams. Depends how completionist I'm feeling, I suppose. And I am feeling pretty completionist in this playthrough so far, so... yeah, we'll see. Well, anyway, more Tatooine when we come back next time, everybody. Tomorrow I will be streaming... something. I don't know. Maybe another Total War mod tomorrow. Unless I can think of something else. There's a part of me that just wants to stream Knights of the Old Republic for the entire week, but it would create such a backlog on YouTube that people just wouldn't get through it very fast, and the views would start to go down, and there's a whole science to this thing, you see. If I stream the game too often, people stop watching. It's as insane as that sounds. Anyway, I'm just babbling about random crap now. I'm going to see if there's anybody we can raid. Doodly-doodly-doo. Kikoski is playing some Mega Man 3, so I'm going to send you his way, ladies and gents. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow evening. And, yeah. Behave yourselves. Have a happy new year if I don't see you until then. And, yeah. Hopefully you'll be here tomorrow. If not, I understand, but either way, toodaloo.